Hi guys, I'm Sly Guy. This is my Boba Ball ASMR channel, squish. I'm just kidding. This is another episode of Pimp That Pokemon. I'm on my YouTube channel. Here's Pimp That Pokemon right here. Pimp That Pokemon, whoops. I did not want to click on the whole video. Pimp That Pokemon is a series I do where I've been taking three Pokemon that aren't as competitively viable as some, like Maractus. Maractus over like another grass type, Tapu Bulu. Wide difference. Tapu Bulu, much better stat distribution, much better offensive presence, much better move pull, much better ability. Everything about Maractus gets outclassed by like a Tapu Bulu or Mega Venusaur. There's so many outclass Pokemon. So I take three Pokemon not competitively valuable, and I just give them stat buffs to make them more valuable. I give them either like higher stats, I give them new moves, possible new abilities, and then if I think if a Pokemon could really use a bigger push, I give them a Mega. Oh, let's get started right here. We're starting out with, this is my 5th episode of Pimp That Pokemon. So I'm going to start out today with Toxicroak. I'm not going to start with a Mega first, I'm going to do the Mega last, because that's a big one. I made a broken Mega today, guys. So Toxicroak. Toxicroak is one of my favorite design Pokemon, but I just haven't used it much. One, because I just think it's not... Even though it is RU, its stats are absolute garbage. Horrible stats. And then I think its fighting coverage needs to improve. Usually when Game Freak does give a buff in a Pokemon's stats, the highest stat buff I've seen was they gave him a stat buff of 40. I'm going to do that with Toxicroak because Toxicroak needs it. Toxicroak is more offensive Mon, more than a defensive Mon, so I gave a little stat buff to all of its offensive stats. 20 more speed, 10 more special attack, 10 more attack. Because look at Toxicroak's base stat distribution is just not impressive at all. Like even the 106 attack, that is below average attack, actually. It is not very good. It takes 2 Swords Dances just to get like Toxicroak up to 1,000, and then I think like a Mega Mawile when it Sword Dances once, its stats get up to like 2,000. I think it's like ridiculous how weak Toxicroak is compared to other Pokemon. So 116 is average, I'll say. That could even be better, but still, it's an improvement. Also, the special attack, since Toxicroak can be used on the special side as well. Give it a little bit of special tech, but 20 more speed. That's big. The biggest thing here is it outspeeds Tapu Lele finally. I gave it 20 more speed, 105 speed, and now outspeeds Tapu Lele, which otherwise Tapu Lele is faster. Unless it's Scarfed, then Tapu Lele, of course, is going to be faster than Toxicroak, unless Toxicroak is Scarfed. But yeah, this generally outspeeds Tapu Lele, which is the biggest one that I wanted to hit. And then new moves. I'm just giving it 2 new moves because otherwise, besides its fight and stab, Toxicroak got good coverage, got good poison stab, but it doesn't have close combat. Its strongest fighting move is a Cross Chop, which is only 100 base power, and it's not even 100% accurate. The only benefit is a high crit ratio. So it's not a good move. Technically, Toxicroak will most likely run Drain Punch. And then also Mach Punch. Give it stab priority. It has Vacuum Wave for the special side, so give it the physical side version of that with Mach Punch. I can see Toxicroak being a lot better with these stats, obviously, and I would like to see at least something like this happen. Or Toxicroak get a Mega. I really wanted to give Toxicroak a Mega, but I gave a Pokemon that sounded a little more fun in my opinion. But we'll move on to the next Pokemon. Next Pokemon I want to talk about is Claydol. Claydol has stuff going for it. It's a rapid spinner and it can set up both Stealth Rocks and Spikes, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm not going to even check on it like I did all my other information just now. But, one, it has absolutely no offensive presence. 70 attack, 70 special attack, that is horrible. And then, its HP stat is also incredibly low at 60. Even though it has super high defenses, still that HP stat is way too low. And Claydol doesn't have any other recovery options aside from rest, which is not very good at all either. So, what we do with Claydol is I'm also giving Claydol a 40 stat buff because it needs it. 20 more HP going to 80. Having that 80 HP is probably going to be more beneficial to Claydol because Claydol is more of a bulky Pokemon than an offensive Pokemon. So 80 HP is going to do wonders for Claydol. But I also gave it 20 special attack just to make it a little more, give it a little more offensive pressure. Because 90 is still not good. 90 is not good at all. That's below average, but still, it's a lot better than 70, which is just way below average. That is, you shouldn't be using any offensive Pokemon with that high of a attack stat. Really low, but 90, that's still extremely low, but still much more better than 70. New moves. I got Store Power as a move. I thought this one would be cool because Claydol does get Cosmic Power and Calm Mind. So I thought that would be a pretty cool setup move set for Claydol. And then Recover is the big one. Recover, it needs Recovery to be a more defensive mon. I think if Claydol got the 80 HP and Recover, I think it'll be a much bigger threat. Because for being especially a defensive hazard sitter or a hazard remover, it can do both of those things really well. Plus, it's immune to stealth rocks. I mean, it's immune to spikes. It only takes 12% from stealth rocks. So Claydol, really good in that matter. Give it Recover and a higher HP stat. Claydol can easily move up tiers, a couple tiers. And then I just have Thunderbolt for a coverage option. I don't really know why I put that there. I guess it's just to hit water Pokemon, which Claydol struggles with. Because I'm pretty sure it does get Ice Beam. I'm not going to check that either, so don't quote me on that. But it has that for grass coverage, so Thunderbolt for water coverage. And there, we got an improved Claydol here. Now, I'm going to be talking about the Mega. So the Mega Pokemon I'm going to be making, I chose Floatzel. First off, I was editing my Generation 4 tier list, and I just saw Floatzel. It's like, man, I can do something pretty damn cool with Floatzel. Floatzel is currently untiered. It has pros. It's really fast. It has, 115 base speed. It has a wide offensive move pool. It has a lot of coverage options. It also has access to Taunt, being a very fast Taunt user is good. It has Swift Swim for counter rain because most of the really good Swift Swimmers aren't as fast as Floatzel. So you can do that to counter him. It has a burn immunity with the water availability too, which is cool. And then Priority Aqua Jet, always good. Cons, it doesn't have the biggest con by far is how frail Floatzel is. Floatzel is not a defensive mon, it is pure offensive. But, one, its offensive stats, though, aren't the greatest. Like, his attack stat or his special attack stat isn't the greatest. I mainly use its attack stat because it can't get burned with Water Veil anyways. And it doesn't have Swords Dance either. Its best setup option is Bulk Up, which at least is a decent setup move, but Swords Dance for Floatzel is way better. Because Floatzel, once again, isn't even that bulky, so might as well get that attack set up as high as possible rather than just Bulk Up. So, I got a pretty damn exciting Mega here. Oh, this is Mega Floatzel. I found this design. I think it's a pretty alright Mega Floatzel design. I don't really see it. I mean, I could see it the typing that I'm going for. I'm going for a water fighting Mega Floatzel. Man, I can kind of see maybe, but it doesn't really give me a water fighting vibe. This was just the best Mega Floatzel that I've seen. I think it was just the first Mega Floatzel picture actually that I just downloaded, so the link for this picture will be in the description. And I went pretty evenly stat distribution wise for Mega Floatzel because Mega Floatzel's just stats. They don't need too much of a big push, especially with the ability I gave it. Okay, stat distribution, Megas always have an 100 stat buff. So, I gave some stats to all of its stats besides HP, of course. 20 attack, 20 defense, 25 special attack, 10 SPDEF, 25 speed. Now, Mega Floatzel, water fighting, so it has fight and stab now. 125 attack. Now that's the norm. That's the norm right around. I'll say 125 attack is the norm because I believe like that's a Beware's attack stat as well. So it's not a crazy attack stat. They're still a lot higher, but it's still, once again, a lot better than 105. Defense went up a little bit. Defense, I was even thinking about taking defense away and giving him even more special attack, or maybe even more speed. Because, once again, we're going for offensive, very offensive here. We're not going... Floatzel is not going to be a bulky mod, because it is... I feel like this Mega, if it was real, it would be insane. Because special attack 110. I'd say that's kind of below average, actually, for a special attack. That's slightly below average. Well, I'll say average. It's average. It's not above average, it's average. Maybe a 125 attack is above average, but special attack 110 is still not bad. And Floatzel has a good special move pool too. Spadef 60, that's not good at all, but I've put more into defense because 1 defense was its higher defensive stat, so I'm keeping it that way. And then 2, there isn't priority special moves besides Vacuum Wave, which doesn't really exist. So less Spadef is a more viable pit option than more defense. I mean, less Spadef is better than less defense in my opinion, because there's less priority options. Ability goes from Water Veil to Water Bubble. Water Bubble is Araquanid's signature ability, or hidden, I guess it's not really signature ability, but it's Araquanid's ability. I'm not sure if it's signature or not. And it's one of the best damn abilities in the game. It's such a good ability. And Water Bubble is pretty much just an upgrade to Water Veil. What Water Veil does is just, you can't be burned. Well, with Water Bubble, not only can you not be burned, but you resist. Now you have another, you resist fire attacks even more. So fire attacks do even less damage to Floatzel. So even though Floatzel's defenses are extremely low, it should never get killed by a fire attack. It should never get killed by a fire attack, because it pretty much now 4 times resists fire. And then, its Water Stab gets even more a higher boost. Not only does it get the stab boost, it gets a Water Bubble boost now, making its water attacks hit so damn hard. That's why Araquanid is so good. And Araquanid got an incredibly low attack stat. It's like only in the 70s. But since it has Water Bubble, Liquidation still hits so damn hard. And Mega Floatzel is going to have 125 base attack. It's going to have 110 special attack. So its water moves are going to hit way harder. Way harder. And we got new moves. Since this is a fighting type now, I gave it some fighting coverage. Close Combat, Drain Punch, Vacuum Wave. Vacuum Wave for special priority. Then, Setup, Swords Dance. Give it Swords Dance so it can be a way bigger offensive threat. And then Nasty Plot, so it can also be a threat on the special side. And I just have Earthquake for coverage to hit Toxicroak, but that's not even going to be really necessary, I think, if you see the calcs here. Alright, so first off, I did just a couple calcs. This is Floatzel right here, but I gave it the stat distribution that I gave a Mega. So 125 attacks, 110 special attack, and this is a Chansey, the standard setup Chansey, with the water availability, so I didn't give it the Mega ability that a Water Bubble yet, but Liquidation, it doesn't do much. It's a guaranteed 4-hit KO. That might change if Chansey gets a defense drop, which can be very possible with Liquidation. Like, let's see here, -1. Then it changes to a guaranteed 3-hit KO. So, but still, this isn't too impressive in my opinion. But now we give it Water Bubble. You see it has Water Bubble here. And now, Liquidation is a clean, guaranteed 2-hit KO. That is crazy. I haven't got Close Combat here. Look at, because of Water Bubble, Liquidation even does more than Close Combat. That is insane. Close Combat is a 120 base power attack, and it's going to have stab. Actually, Close Combat might do more, actually, now that I think about it, because I don't have Fighting on here. Oh yeah, Close Combat is going to do a whole lot more with a Fighting Stab. I forgot about that. It's a good thing I mentioned that now. Yeah, Close Combat clearly kills. Liquidation is still, though, a clean 2-hit KO. Like, that is crazy damage. And now we look at Pex here. So, this is Earthquake, if it did ever get Earthquake. And it's water. You see water. I'll put fighting even though it doesn't really matter here. But 125, 110, Water Bubble. Liquidation is a 4-hit KO on Toxapex. And then, of course, Liquidation has a high chance to get defensive, but defense drops. And Toxapex can't scald you because you have water, can't burn you because you got Water Bubble. So let's see if Toxapex's defense went down. Then Liquidation has a small chance of 2-hit KO, but then you can easily just Earthquake it though and kill it if it did get Earthquake. But make that normal, and then if Floatzel gets a Swords Dance up, then boom, Liquidation is a clean 2-hit KO, a guaranteed 2-hit KO if Floatzel gets the stat, if Floatzel gets a +2. And even if Toxapex hazes, it can just Liquidate for that regular damage and then just Earthquake it to finish it. And then Earthquake is 81.3 chance to Oko after a Swords Dance. That is insanely busted. I can even look up Pokemon here. We'll go... Let's go Tapu Bulu, OU Choice Band. Look at this. Look at how much Liquidation does. It's a 3-hit KO after Grassy Terrain Recovery. It's obviously going to get destroyed by Woodhammer. That is crazy. But that is really impressive, and if you get +2... look at how much Liquidation does to a Tapu Bulu. That's insane! And Floatzel got Ice Coverage, so you can either run Ice Coverage for Grass types, or you can run Earthquake for Toxapex. That's insane damage. It does so much damage. Let's see Tangrowth. OU Assault Vest. Look at how much Liquidation does. 32.7. Get it +2. It's a 2-hit KO. And it's resisted. That's a resisted attack there. That's crazy. Man. But yeah, when I made this Mega Floatzel, I was super excited about it. I was like, God damn, this is one of the most, this can easily be a broken Mega. Cause then, we gotta talk about the speed set here. It's 140. It's faster than Tapu Koko. It's faster than Ash Greninja. It's faster than, I said Mega Lopunny, Ash Greninja. I think it's faster than Tapu Koko. It's one of... Mega Alakazam, I think, is the only Mega that's not in Ubers that's faster than Floatzel, but her bubble. Make it special, give it nasty plot, set up nasty plot, sweep teams. Make it physical, set up Swords Dance, sweep teams. It can't be burnt. This Mega is broken. This can easily be UU, I think, if it existed, and it'll make Floatzel so much better, get so much more attention. I'm really excited about this Mega. I really wish that this was a thing. But those are the 3 Pokemon I'm gonna pimp this episode. So once again, here is my channel. These are the other 4 Pimp That Pokemon episodes I did. I did a Mega Ladian, Mega Tropius, Mega Jumpluff, Mega Maractus. And then if we go to our channel more, I have a lot more other content here. I play Sonic Forces, which is one of my favorite playthroughs that I've done. I'm doing Katana Zero. I'm doing Pokemon Showdown. I got other games all right here. I upload videos every other day. Every other day I do an upload. So if you like what you see and you want to see more, please subscribe. It will help me out in the long run. Give me confidence. It helps me out in ways you probably can't think of, and I will greatly appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend, and I'll see you in the next episode. I'm Sly Guy. This is bye-bye.